Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Yellow Studio. It's Monday. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. I heard it was the Super Bowl yesterday. I did watch Bad Bunny's performance later. It was really good. I don't watch sports, but so I didn't watch the rest, but that was really fun to watch. Hello, Jelly Bean. Oh, she emailed me. Awesome. I'll go see. Welcome. Happy Monday. Oh my gosh. I had a working weekend. But it was really good. I got a lot of stuff done. I got my content created through all the way to next February for the Yellow Studio. So really excited. My bare minimum content every other day posting. And then in between that, I do other posts as things come up and new stuff happens and all that stuff. But I like to have bare minimum posting so that the algorithm knows that I'm consistent and always posting. Well, not always posting, but every other day. So I got that done. And then yesterday, what did I do? Oh, I worked on the Yellow Muse, the season 1 zine. I'm so excited. I can't wait to share that. The Discord group is voting on the cover right now. And when we have that decided, I'll be sending it out to the artists just to make sure everyone's names are spelled correctly and that nobody has any qualms with the cropping I did of their image, etc. So, and then it'll be out for the public to see. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you all to see it. It looks so beautiful. There are so many artists. It was a super productive weekend. I normally take Sundays off, but I just really was inspired to work on the zine. And it's just so much fun. There's so many artists and it's so exciting. I want to see how many artists there were. Let's see. Okay, so the cover is one page, the intro, the closing. The cover, the studio artists, the community artists, and the closing. That's 4 pages. 51 minus 4 is 47. Yes. So there are 47 artists participating in the zine. So I'm so thrilled. I cannot believe how many artists we had. It's so fun. It's really neat seeing all these new artists on LinkedIn come and join the challenge and see what they come up with, but then still having our resident artists participating daily too. It's just been really nice. Sorry, I have a tickly nose today. Hello, Beth. Hello. I'm so sad I missed your live this afternoon. I was in the shower of all places. I wanted to take a shower for you all because I know you can smell me through the screen. Just joking. I love an afternoon shower. I'm not a morning showerer if I can choose the time to shower. I love an afternoon shower because it just kind of it's like a midday wake up refresher. Just feels really good. I love that. Beth's laughing. If you could smell me, I would smell like hair conditioner right now. Thanks, Beth. She says, very thoughtful of you. So, yes. But I apologize. Normally, I take my shower a lot earlier in the afternoon. And so I missed you today. I was so sad. I hope it was really fun. Welcome, everybody else. If you're here, say hi in the chat. Today, we're going to use Canva's new-ish email template builder and see if how beautiful it is, how well it actually works, and if we can take it and put it into my email service provider, my ESP. I think ESP is also when you can telepathically read people's minds. Is that right? Did I brush my teeth for you? Yes, I always do that. I do always do that before my live. um, okay, so first, though, we're going to go and I was talking about this in a previous live. We were using some of my brand elements. The thumbs up. It's like my least favorite emoji, and it does it when I talk with my hands. I was talking about how we can use our brand colors and logo and everything inside of Canva. And I said I'd show it some other day. And so today's the day. I want to demonstrate how to do that because we're going to make the newsletter for my illustration website, for my art website. And I thought it would be a good idea to upload all my stuff. And I started doing that this afternoon and then thought, oh, I should save this and do it with everybody so you can see how to do it. You do need a paid Canva account to be able to upload your brands. I think you might be able to upload one brand without a paid account and then multiples after that. That's a possibility. It's hard to remember once you start paying for an app for so long. It's hard to remember what the free app included. Okay, so let's go check out my Canva. This is my brand guide that I created in the Secret AI Society when I first started. Part of the whole process of learning, branding to product to selling with Secret AI Society was building a website. And I already had a website for my yellow boutique, and I had always wanted to create a separate standalone website for my illustration art. And so that's what I did. This is my brand guide. It's, it's cute. Are there lots of things I would change now? Yes, but I like it. I added in lots of my little illustrated characters like this moth and the butterfly and the little bugs. And then this is just a table of contents of what's in here. This is one of my very first AI portraits that I created. And that is why I joined Secret AI Society. I was desperate to learn how to create my own AI portrait. I love it because I have done so many photo shoots. When you are a dancer, you do a million photo shoots from the time you're a kid until, and then when I was in belly dance, it was even more elaborate because you would do hair like this with tons of flowers and things in your hair and tons of jewelry and the costuming and the set and the everything and the photographer. And it takes all day and it's exhausting and you have to drive to Los Angeles to get it done and drive home and all that. And I just really loved the idea of being able to create one with AI that looks just like me, but is I can make without going and doing all of that work. Now, this one is a younger version of me. This is actually from a belly dance picture of me. So I'm wearing contacts and lots more makeup. But it definitely, when I look at it, I see my younger me in my 30s for sure. And then I did a little welcome talking about like what my art is about. And I love this, that I added the little birds onto the W. And this little bird on top of the website and my hair in here and this little hummingbird in the flower. Just wanted my little characters to be all around. Because this is what I wanted for the site, to have this minimalist, maximalist feel. Because my art is very minimalist, I wanted the site to be super maximalist. And that's not what anyone will ever recommend that you do for your art. They'll say, let the art speak for itself, have a white background, have a black background, let the art speak for itself. And that's okay too. And it's good. It really is. But I wanted something different because I've had that, sort of style displaying my art my whole life. And I wanted this beautiful, elaborate world that you come into. And so that's what I created. These are just images of me that I created with AI, and then more about my mission. And then here's the mood board. We start to get into the color scheme. And here's some of my art. See how you can see it's very minimalist. I like to have the design itself, the stack is very elaborate. There's so many details in it, but then the background is just like a breath, a clean, fresh breath. I love that. It's just breathing room for the art in between. And then here's the logo I created in the variation. It's in white when it's on a color, it's in black when it's on a very light color, and it's in navy whenever it's on white. And my fonts and my color palette. And then I just created this cute, I love this little image. This is so me now, but no contacts, and I mean, no glasses, wearing contacts, and lots more makeup. But this is so me in the forest looking for mushrooms. I love to hunt for mushrooms, even though I don't eat them. My hubby eats them, and so that's fantastic. We can bring them home and he'll eat them. I do like lobster mushrooms. If they're chanterelles that have turned to lobsters, then I do like those because they kind of taste like seafood. They're kind of yummy. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the brand colors, and I'm going to go here. So on the left-hand side here, you have all these options. And if you go to brand, you can say, create a new brand. And I already created this brand here. I just called it Illustration by Bloom Bauer. If you wanted to create a new one, you click the plus here, and then you can choose brand controls there. So first I'm going to add a logo. And I'm going to go, can you guys, oh no, you can't see the pop-up. A lobster mushroom is a mushroom that has fungus growing on the fungus. How fun is that? So it turns this reddish color of a reddish orangish color of a lobster. And that's why they call them lobster mushrooms. But it gives it, for some wild reason, it begins to taste like salty fish, like lobster or shrimp or any kind of shellfish, crab. It definitely has this seafood flavor once the fungus grows on the fungus. It's really wild. And I never thought I would say I eat fungus, but I do love it. Okay, so the logo, I'm going to upload just the navy one. Oh, it says I can upload multiples. Okay, good. I'm going to upload the black and the white. Okay. And then we're going to do the colors. Oh, save changes. And now I'm going to add the colors just by clicking the little color palette here. And I'm going to just type them in. 003 A71. And then I'm going to do the next one. 1B6347. And the next one, 912B31. And the last one, F7EDE9. Oops. That little pale blush color. Okay, there's my color palette. And now with fonts, my title is, let's go here to my fonts. My title is called Amsterdam. And it's 4. So it's this one. And then my subtitle is going to be Helvetica bold. And my heading will be the same. I don't like too many fonts in my designs. I think the less fonts, the better, unless you're just being maximalist, funky, dunky woo. I think that is totally fine to be maximalist. Okay. Oh, body. And now for this one, we're just going to go regular. Quote. I think I'll go with that. And caption, we'll go with Helvetica regular. Okay. So I've got my fonts in here, and you can see how they look together. They look pretty nice. I can add a brand voice, but I'm not going to add that right now because we don't, well, actually we might need it for the newsletter. Well, I don't have one written for this though. Let's see, what do I have in here? Logo variation. Mission, vision. Yeah, I don't really have a brand voice set up, so I'm going to skip that one for now. And I'm going to skip photos for now and graphics and icons and charts. We're just going to keep that. We just want it to be our colors. We can always add images to the newsletter as we would like. Okay, so now that brand is set up, and I'm going to switch scenes and make sure you guys are seeing it. Oh, thanks, Jill. She says she loves that font. Okay, so now we're going to go down to designing emails worth opening. Explore Canva email. Okay. So design emails worth opening. Start inspired with hundreds of professionally designed templates. Easily preview and test your email on any device. From subject line to sign off, tag @Canva to get instant AI help. Discover how to create Canva emails. Scroll to see how you can create bold visual emails that take your brand further. I love this little ripped paper design. That's really cool. I'm so into collage lately. I'm crazy over it. I keep sharing in my stories this gal that's doing tarot cards with collage, and she cuts out the center of the tarot card and then remakes her own image in it. And it's so very cool. So inspiring. So it says, take the scenic route, go to elements and scroll down to photos or videos. Drag and drop one into the empty frame below. Okay, so we're going to go to elements. And let's do a video, just because we normally don't add videos to our email newsletter. So I'm curious how that's going to function. Let's see here. Magic recommendations. Oh no, these are based on me wanting that TV thing before. Tech, business. Let's see if there's any art. There's nature. Let's search art and see what they have. Okay, so they have people painting, art supplies. I mean, none of these are going to make sense for my brand specifically, but we'll maybe pick one for funsies because we're just learning how it works, right? That's nice. Select the headline above, choose Magic Write, then More Fun, and replace. Okay, so I'm going to select the headline above, and I'm going to choose Magic Write, which is this little pencil here with the sparkles. And I'm going to say more fun and hit replace. Buckle up for a wild ride through vibrant wonderlands of creativity and color. That's cute. It's much more fun. Okay, don't forget a call to action. Go to Elements, then Buttons. Drag and drop a button under the content below. Select Button, Edit Link, then Done. Okay, so we're going to go to Elements again, and we're going to go to Buttons. We'll add a button that matches this particular scene. Oh, I want the button to go on that page. Elements, button, put it on there. There we go. And we'll pretend we put a link. YouTube.com. How about that? And I'm going to, oh, it's not going to let me move my button over. It says, nope, this is your button. That's your button. So I'll make it at least match the two sections. Drag and drop a button. Wonder if I drag it. Yep, it just will only put it in the center. Okay, interesting. I like this though, these little cards for the information. That's kind of nice. Ready to go. Select share, then download. Under file type, select HTML and images and send it out to the world. HTML and images. Oh, it says it right there. And then download. Okay. Send with MailChimp, send with Gmail. Start your next adventure with a template. View the entire library, or try generating your own email design with AI. Should we do the template library or learn to do it with AI? Which one do you guys prefer? This one looks pretty nice. That's already here. Might not be exactly what I want or what you want, but it's not a bad template at all as a starting point, this particular one. Beth says a template. Okay, let's view the entire library. Okay, now we have all these beautiful templates. And you know, an email template is so nice because the time and energy you want to put into your email is the content. All of the good stuff that's in there for people to read and see and get valuable information from you. And when you have a nice design or layout, it helps people quickly and easily find that information throughout the newsletter. I built mine by hand, but by looking at another one that I liked, they had a template in Wix that I liked, and then I went and built it by hand so that it looked similar but had the elements that I needed. But for this case, we're going to use one of these templates and see if we can make it work for my brand, for my illustration brand. So I'm probably going to want to share any new art of the week or month. I haven't decided how often I'll send this out. Let's say the month. Any new art of the month. And I might share a blog and then something fun or whimsical, and then I want a little note from me, of course, at the beginning. So I'm looking for a newsletter with more elements than just like, hi, it's me here, click on this button. And I'm looking for something that feels minimalist, maximalist, which might be hard. The maximalist might come in through the imagery. Beth says, do you think newsletters are still an important part of marketing strategy? Is it becoming less important? What do you? I think it's absolutely vital. I know people, the younger crowd is getting away from email to some degree, but the younger crowd is most likely not your audience. The very youngest crowd, they don't have money yet. They're probably not buying what you're selling. And the people who do have money probably have email. And think about it this way. Email is the only property that you own in the internet real estate. You can own your website, which is a piece of property, and you can own your email newsletter list, which is another piece of property. And that's a very valuable piece of property, especially the more emails you have on that list, because that's a list of people that you can contact even if Facebook goes away tomorrow, even if Instagram falls off the face of the earth, even if TikTok gets shut down again. Any of these things can happen. MySpace, where did that go? No one's posting on MySpace anymore. What if your whole audience was on MySpace and then no one used it anymore? But email is the one thing that we're still all using. We still sign up for discounts with our email. We sign up for classes. We sign up for our bank accounts require an email. Everything we do requires an email. And so people have an email address for the most part. And most people are checking it on a semi-regular basis, if not regular basis. If they're in business, they're checking it every day. Now, I have a special email for newsletters because I like to have them all in one place and not in my direct inbox. That way, in my direct inbox is only tasks and work that I have to get done. And then in the other inbox is when I have downtime in the evening, I can sit and just read through newsletters and learn new information. And I love having those two separate things. But I also used to do it before I had so much work. I just had it all in one place and I would read the newsletters as they came in. I'm a newsletter junkie. I love newsletters, but it definitely is a very valuable thing to have is that email list. And another valuable thing you could have, another piece of real estate, a newer piece of real estate, but not brand new, is phone numbers. You could have cell phone numbers that you can text. And being able to text people is another great benefit. Jasper from Secret AI Society, she has her vibe coding classes and she texts everyone when it's almost time to start. And then she texts when the replay is out. And I kind of appreciate that because it's a fun little reminder that class is going to start. And then I also love if I miss the class, I know the replay is ready to watch. And so I think that's pretty cool. Now, if I had a lot of text coming through, would I start avoiding it? Probably. So I'm careful about what I sign up for with text, obviously, more than email. I'll take a lot more emails than I will texts because the text is right there on my phone. Beth says, I love your newsletters, by the way. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is really smart to separate them. It's been really nice because, like I said, when I have time, handful of days a week, I'd say at least 3 days a week, I go into that inbox and start just reading emails. Some I skim through if they're not that interesting. There are some that I read word for word because I just love the person's newsletter so much. So it just depends. But I'm always getting new information and learning new things that way and kind of staying up on trends and what's going on in the world. Okay, so sorry for the long explanation, but yes, email's vital. Phone numbers can be another piece of property. I have not started collecting phone numbers. I only have just maybe a handful of phone numbers from people who have signed up for my classes. And I haven't texted anyone yet. I would want it to be something everyone wants, I always like to check in with my community. That's like one of my biggest, most important things is community building with who I'm speaking with. And whether it's on the YouTube live or it's in my newsletter or it's through my website or it's through a class. I want the community to feel like I listen and hear what they want and need. And so if I were ever going to consider starting to text people, I would throw that out there probably in an email and say, hey, do you guys want texts? Would that be more beneficial? Or is that a horrible idea? You know, that kind of thing. So yeah. Let's see here. Let me find a template that I like. I definitely want it to be newsletter feeling. Oh, these are all really hard because they all feel like have a big headline, but then I'm not seeing if they have extra content on some of them. This is kind of interesting. Let's see if I do a search newsletter, if I get one that's more, it's kind of cute, this style, but the image takes up the whole thing. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this has like lots more text than imagery, but an even balance. That's what I think I want. I think I want an even balance because I want to be able to showcase art, but I also want to be able to chat. Oh, this one's fun with the newspaper. Aren't there so many cool ones? I definitely recommend going in and just checking it out and seeing what sparks your interest. And nothing is forever. You can pick a newsletter, and then when you're over it or bored with it, or you decide you don't like it, switch your newsletter. Say, hey guys, I got a brand new design. Aren't you excited? And change it up. It's, you know, I know we get really precious with branding. We're like, oh, branding is so vital to stay the same. And it is true. But I think if your brand is very solid, like who you want to be seen as in the world is solid, then whatever you do imagery wise to still fall in line with that. It is so hard to choose. This is where I get, you know, I mean, I don't get paralyzed, but I definitely get like, wow, there's a lot to choose from here. I think I'm kind of like this one because I like that it has those rounded shape. Oh, but see, now we're, oh, I don't want email newsletter follow customizes template. It's talking about printing it out, and I don't want to print it out. Email newsletter. Okay, I think I'm going to go back to the newsletters because we do want it to be a newsletter, not a print. I'm a little bit worried that one's going to be a print. So I'm just going to pick something. That's another important thing to remember is that done is better than perfect. So we want to pick something that we think is cute and can work with and then move it forward. I think what makes it interesting is that, oh, what if I say artist? No, then we get out of we just go back into the templates. That's not what I want. Back. Okay. Yeah, that's very old school. It looked like it was for print. It said email newsletter, but then it asked how many prints you wanted. And I was like, I don't want that. I want an actual newsletter. I think something that's interesting to me is that a lot of these, the image takes up the whole header and doesn't like get into the info. until beneath that. And I think that's what's bothering me. Like, it's okay to have like a header on your email, but you want to start having some content too. So I think I'm going to use this one. Because we can change the colors and we can change the the images. I like that this has, oh good, this is what I was hoping it would have, is some spaces for information. That's what I'm looking for. So this would change right away to illustration by Power. Now I wonder if I can change everything to be in my brand. Did I not save my fonts? Oh, I see. Title. Why? Illustration. Oops. By Bloom. Okay, so I'm going to make that a little bit smaller so it fits on the top. Okay, that's cute. And then I think I'll make that in my brand color. Oh, that's right. We want to go to color, and now I should see my brand. There we go. Cute. I'm okay with that. In fact, I think I'll move it. Oh, it doesn't move down. Okay, that's fine. Now our image, let's put some art here. I don't know if I have a folder yet for this. No. Okay, so I'm going to say illustration art. And I'm going to get some of my art and drag it in here. Oh, these are all AI files. Hang on one second. Let me go to the PNGs. Product images. Let's just get this one. Now, all of my art is 16 by 20, so it's taller than it is wide. But we're just going to try this. Oh, okay. Doesn't want to drag and drop. Let's see. How do I... Oh, that's going to change the template. Edit. Okay, I don't want to change the template. I want to change the image. So hopefully it lets us do that. Can I drag the image in? No. Edit. Edit it within this screen. That's possible. Let's go to uploads, folders. I thought this would be more intuitive because it's Canva, but it's a little bit not intuitive. Okay, I'm going to just put that in there. I want to change these to be brand color. So I'm going to go here, here, just say change all. And then the green, I don't know how to change that. Magic right, duplicate. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now my art's in there. That's cool. How do I change the buttons? Let me change the color of the text, but I don't see. And I don't see the at Canva option either. Just ask it to change. And I don't see the color at the top. And I also want this to be on brand. So I'm going to go Helvetica, change all. I don't know if there's a way to change the color of those. That's very interesting. The paint roller at the right. The paint roller does this thing where it gives everything the same design style. So like if I wanted everything to be in the design style as my illustration, it would do that. But yeah, it looks like I have to pick a design I want it to be. The paint roller does copy style. So it'll copy the style of this and then apply it to something else. So it just copies that and then I apply it to that. But there it just puts the green onto the green that was already there. That is really disappointing, Canva. Really disappointing. Okay, we're gonna let it be. We're gonna let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Okay. So we'll pretend we like the green. Does it let us change this button? Yes. Maybe when I change this button, it'll change all the buttons. I'm going to change it to blue and say change all. And it did not change those. So that is its own separate image or element. Well, I wonder if, let's try one more thing. If I could delete or move it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Now I can change it. I just moved the text off of it. Okay. What color do I want this to be? I think the beige. And then this will be navy. I'll say change all. Okay. That's what was happening. It wasn't letting me click on it because the text was in front of the box, and so it just wasn't letting me choose it. So if I move it out of the way a little bit, I can change all. Oops. Change all. It's not changing. Oh, because I need to change this. Now change all. There we go. Now we got it. I was really shocked that Canva wasn't letting us change the color of those. Okay, that is wonderful. Okay. I'm not sure this is exactly what I would create, but we're winging it tonight. We're trying this out, seeing if it works. Strange that there's no option to change all buttons at once. It did give me the option. I just didn't click it the first time, and then I clicked it the second time. Now, edit the link. It wants to edit the link, but I think that's too dark for a button because the text is staying black. So, yeah, stroke style. Oh, font color. Here we go. Okay. I'm okay with that then. And then we would say edit link, and I'm going to put in a link to my illustration site. Okay, so now that's in there. Now let's say magic right, more fun. Let's see what happens. This but artsy, artistic. Okay, let's just replace it with that, even though that's not what we're talking about here. Okay, join the vibrant tapestry of our co-working hub and discover your tribe. That would be fun. I would have loved that when I was drawing every day to have a co-working thing. Okay, so we can change this color. We can change this color. Okay, this is feeling more like Canva. I was just a little stumped by that text being in front, but I should have known that that was the case. I'm going to change this. I also wonder if I can make this. Yeah, it doesn't let. So unlike their normal templates, I can't. Sorry, something is in my eye. I can't squish or extend the box. So what I am going to do is just shrink the text a little bit so it's on one line. And then we'll keep that there. And then let's fill these with some illustration images. Oh, good. I think I can just drag an image in these. Let me get a couple. And of course, I would obviously, put more thought and care into what I'm putting in the newsletter when I'm making an actual newsletter that's going to go out to everybody. But for now, we're just, picking some stuff that I can pick real quick off the top of my head here. I want 4 pieces. Okay. Beth said, "Is this a faster process than other newsletters I've built?" Yes, no, in the way that I'm having to learn how this formatting works. But similar, because every time I've built a newsletter, it does take more time the very first newsletter you build. But then the cool thing is after that, you just reuse that newsletter as a template each time. So you keep that same format and you change out the content that's going to go in it each time. So for this one, I would change out the art each time. I'm going to just put some art in here so it starts to look like it's for me. Oh, want 2 more. So, I mean, I feel like yes, it's taken me a little bit more time. Plus, I'm also teaching and going through and talking about other things. So I think that's going to slow down the process, of course, today, compared to if I was doing it on my own. Where's the bird stack? Here we go. Want 2 more. And boat stack. Sure. Boat stack. Boat stack. No, not that one. This one. Okay. So now we have a bird stack and we have a boat stack. And that was nice and easy. That was actually, that part of it is much quicker than in my template, in my website design, email newsletter designer inside my website is a little bit slower process because you have to click on the image and then click over here and say change image, and then it uploads your gallery, and then you have to choose the image from the gallery and then put it in. And so the fact that you can just open up the folder that you want and drag the image in, that is a lot quicker. I do also like this little, magic write. You can ask it to write something for you and change it out. I do like that, but my editor also has that in Wix, where it will have AI write it for you. So it does have that ability too, but I never use it because I want the writing to be for me, because it's a newsletter for me. I want it to be as much me as possible. Yeah, my current one is in Wix. And we're going to see it sort of. Yeah, I guess we're going to see it because I'm going to have to go. I don't have an email plan set up for this site yet. So we'll go into the Yellow Studio and add this in there and see how it goes. Okay, so now we have some information. This one didn't change the text color. I'm going to change this stuff to say illustration by Bloom Bauer, and I'm going to change that to my font. Oops. And I want to go here. We're going to keep, some of this other stuff the same as it is just for fun, just to get us going so we can see. Now I do like this template. I really do. I think that I would come back to it, and with some more finesse and some more thought and process, I would probably work with AI to determine what order I want to put everything in, like help brainstorm that and tell the AI, like I would probably talk with Claude about it and say, hey, Claude, I want to I want to do a new e-newsletter for my illustration website. I want to feature new art for the month in it. I want to feature any new blogs on it. And, and then maybe include one little fun thing like a free download or something fun and cute, because I always feel like a newsletter should have something fun in it too, not just all business. Um, and so I think this looks really nice. I'm pretty happy with it. I would finesse it more, play around with it more, change out the copy. The copy here would probably be longer. Um, the thing I'm not sure, I wonder if something I'm not sure about is, can I add like, so this has two images, but only one bit of copy here. And I kind of would rather have, on the first one, that might be fine. I'd rather have, if it has one section of copy, then I want one image across. And then if it has two images, I want two sections of copy. So it can be like this blog or that blog. So I'm curious. Oh, here's a little plus. Okay, what does the plus do? Magic Write, design, table, sheet divider, checklist, bulleted list, columns. Okay, so there are columns. That's the thing about an email newsletter. It's so much harder than a website because you can't just put anything where you want it. You have to work within the parameters that it can be delivered to all email newsletters, all email addresses in the same format. And so that's where you kind of run into these like more strict constraints for design. So let's say I add a 2-column, and that's going to give me, okay, so now I could maybe add this text and delete that and put it in here. Okay, so that's more like what I was expecting to have. And then I want to delete that. How can I delete that? No, it doesn't really let me. Okay, there we go. I just hit delete a couple times to delete the spacing. Now I could add, oh no, I don't want to add a column. I want to add a button. Maybe I go to elements, button. Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm going to have to add another column first. Okay. Oh, here we go. Columns. So if you have a column, does it have a column with, now something my email newsletter designer does have is it has columns where you can choose to have an image, text, and button, image, text, and button, or you can have just an image, text, or you can have just text or just an image. And this one seems to be not providing that. So I was hoping I could add another column. Hoping I could add another column in to get, I'm going to Control C that and see if I can paste it up here. Okay, so I can get this designed column in here. Let's see if I can get a button in it. This is really awkward. Okay, so maybe if I just make the background white, then my button would be there. So it's not perfect because now the spacing between these is really big. I wonder if I can adjust the column at all. No, I don't see it. Usually there is so on my email builder, there is a way that I can adjust the spacing at the bottom of the box and the top of the box and the sides of the box. And that is not on here either. So then our button is like way down there. So I'd probably opt to like write a bunch more text or something, trying to get more space. I wonder, yeah, no, that just selects the button. I was hoping I could delete that space there, but then it just deletes the button. Not ideal. Okay, let's pretend this is my email, because what I really want to try before we go is to see if I can actually download this and put it in my email client. So I'm going to say illustration by Bloom Bauer newsletter test. Okay, so now I'm going to say download, and it says to choose HTML and images. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to download. Yeah, a different template might have worked better. But what's interesting is the templates didn't show you the whole template to see what the buttons were going to look like or what they were going to do. So it's kind of unfortunate. And the columns don't have that same ability that my normal columns have. Okay, so that's downloaded. We're going to go to Wix now. And hang on one second, I'll switch the tab. Just want to get in there real quick first. Okay. Okay, so now we're in my email marketing in Wix, and you can see how they have templates here, and you can view all templates. These are the newsletters I built at the top, save templates. And then here's some basic templates, and then they have all these design templates that you can choose from. So it's kind of similar to Canva. They're not, I wouldn't say they're as modern. And that's why I was excited to try the Canva thing. They're not modern. I don't know. It's hard to, put it. I feel like the Canva ones were prettier in some ways, but in other ways less useful as we started building. So I'm going to say create email, and I'm going to use the email builder. And I want to take everything off. So I'm just going to click each of these elements. Oh, it's going to make me keep one element because you have to have something on your newsletter to start. So I will click HTML. And I'm going to go to the file that it gave me. It gave me a zip file. And it gave me HTML and images. So let's open the HTML. Now when I go to the HTML, it gives me this. So it's not actual HTML code. So that's interesting. I'm not sure actually what to do with this, because if it had given me code, I could copy paste the code into my email builder. Let's try, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to say, no, it doesn't have that option either, because it's not actually a website. I don't know how we put it in there. Normally you would get code. Oops. I stopped sharing. Normally you would get code. Where were we at? Oh, here we go. Normally downloading HTML code, you would get actual HTML code, and then you would, and then a PDF is not going to do me any good either. Best for exporting to email builders. I don't know what to put here. I guess I could try dragging that in there, but I don't think it's going to do anything. I'll drag it in there. No, it just opens it in a new window. Yeah, because it's not actually code. So it doesn't work. Not at least at first. Let's ask Kate. I'm asking, how do I put a Canva designed email newsletter into a Wix email template? Three workable ways. Export from Canva, upload to Wix. Download, BNG or JPEG. It didn't give that option, only PDF. Drag in an image block, upload your Canva file. No. Rebuild the layout in Wix, which makes it fully responsive. Yeah, because if we downloaded if we did its first option, which was download a JPEG or a PNG, then none of those buttons would be functional. It would just be a picture of the newsletter. Or rebuild it, or export Canva as HTML, only if using advanced Wix embeds, which I have, but it didn't give me HTML. Okay. Darn. I'm really. Oh, I lost you. Where are you? Where are you? Are you still here? Oh my gosh. Am I still here? I'm still talking. Oh, now I hear a duplicate of me. Okay, close that. Where are you? You guys, I lost you. Um, okay, do you see me now? In Oz. This is was assigned to Quinn. Oh, this is very funny. Oh, can you see and hear me double? Because I'm hearing myself say things, and then I'm hearing myself again about 10 seconds later. Oh, good. That says I'm not double, so I'm just double for me. That's okay. That's good. Being double for what a strange thing. Okay, so I don't think I can handle hearing you talk in a over and over in a few seconds. Okay, so I'm going to call it a night. I can't explain how funny this is. Oh my goodness. I would say Canva did not work as well as my email builder. I think it was pretty. I think it had pretty templates. I think it had a beautiful design look to it. But functionality wise, I would say it's nowhere near what my email builder is. And I've used MailChimp for years before that. I used MailChimp years before that. And can you still hear me if I mute that video? The second me that I'm hearing. Let me know if you can still hear me. Anyway, I used MailChimp for years and it was, oh, good. They can still hear me. Oh, now it's better. Okay, good. Um, and MailChimp has a lot of really great templates too. I think all of the email builders have great templates. Maybe if you were going to learn how to publish your newsletter via Canva, that might be an option. But I feel like um, from what I saw tonight and how complicated it is to actually get it over to my email service provider, my ESP, then it just makes more sense for me to design in Wix or in MailChimp or in wherever you're going to send your newsletter from, because then you're going to have everything's going to be intuitive to the design you're using, the design process you're using, and everything's going to work properly as well because it's from within there. So is this Canva newsletter thing cool? Sure ish. But I just don't understand how it gets used for oh, I can't. Yeah, I lost the screen where I can share my screen. I can't share my screen again. I was going to share my screen again and see if I could send a test email. Um, I'm sending a test email just to see what it does, but I don't know how you would send. Oh, yeah. So get more out of your design, connect to Gmail or MailChimp. So I think the only way you'd be able to send it through Canva is via Gmail or MailChimp, which is kind of cool that it connects to MailChimp, but it definitely doesn't connect to Wix. So that doesn't work for me. I do have Gmail, but I don't have my email marketing through Gmail. So, um, and I wish I could show you guys the preview. So the preview looks just like, just so you know, the preview looks just like what we just worked on that came into my email. So it did work, but it is only usable via Gmail or MailChimp. For now. Maybe they'll connect to others later. But for now, that's the only way it works, in my opinion, because it doesn't actually download HTML. If it had downloaded HTML, actual HTML code. I could have taken that HTML code, copied it, pasted it into the window, and then all of the links and buttons and everything would have worked inside my Wix email. But because it didn't actually download, it downloaded an HTML file, which is more like a link to view it on the website, not the actual HTML code. So that doesn't really do me any good as far as transferring it to Wix. Is it pretty enough? Yes. Would I recommend using it? Not unless you're going to connect it to MailChimp, honestly. Or if does Gmail have an email marketing service? Let's see. Does Gmail have an email marketing service? No. So, yes, Gmail offers built-in lightweight email marketing. Google Workspace. Oh, I see. Okay, so Google Workspace has an email marketing plan that you could get. So you could do that through Gmail or through MailChimp. And yeah, I think those are your two options if you're going to use Canva. If you have any other thing like Flowdesk, Wix, Squarespace, you know, GoDaddy, Monday, all the many other email builders, then you're not going to want to use Canva because you're not going to be able to connect it to your email. But that's okay. It's fun to try and it's fun to see what it does. And I love learning here live with you guys because then we can see, what the reality is. I could have played with this before and then not had it work out. And then I wouldn't have even shared it with you guys because I would have been like, oh, this isn't a very good option. Or I would have shared it with you, but had the caveat at the beginning, this only is going to work for Google email marketing or MailChimp and nothing else. So anyway, I hope you guys had fun. Do you have any questions? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you hit refresh after the end of this page, after the end of this video, then you can give me a like, or you can give me a like anyway. I think now too. I don't know. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, but I think you guys are. Thank you guys so much for joining me. What a weird end to the night. It's so strange seeing me 10 seconds after, but at least I'm not hearing me 10 seconds after anymore. So that's nice. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you tomorrow when everything is more normal again. Have a great rest of your Monday night. I actually don't know how to end the live because I can't get there. Oh. There is no normal. Thank you guys. I actually don't know how to end the live now because I'm in the live. Reconnecting to continue streaming. Oh, okay. I found it. I found it. I was in virtual nowhere land. I was like, what is happening? I could see my own live video, but I could not actually get back to the screen where I was live in my studio. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks for playing along. Thanks for joining me on this wacky journey this evening. Love you all. Mwah. Have a great night.